What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my picks for MLB
Saturday, August 15th.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon
so you don't miss our new videos.
In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's MLB slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, let's take a look at the 7-game main slate. At pitcher, I like German Marquez with a 7% batting advantage over the Texas Rangers. Marquez is only giving up a .689 OPS versus righties, and he's facing 5 righties tonight. Now, he throws his worst ball versus switch hitters, and he's not facing any switch hitters tonight, so he's got great splits. And on top of that, the Rangers have only hit 3 of his last 31 pitches. That's a .097 batting average. German Marquez is $8,400 FanDuel salary and 100 less on DraftKings. He's got an ERA of 4.76. His record was 12-5 last year, and he pitches an average of 90 pitches per game, averaging 31 fantasy points per game. So I like German Marquez here versus the Texas Rangers. Okay, let's take a look at the catcher position. I'm going to give you a value play here. I like Sean Murphy with an 18% batting advantage over a low-salary pitcher, Kevin Gausman. Sean Murphy bats 27% better versus righty pitchers. He's batting a 1.009 OPS versus righties. And Kevin Gausman is giving up a .787 OPS versus righties. There's no at-bats versus Gausman yet, but Sean Murphy is only $2,100 FanDuel salary and $1,800 more on DraftKings. So I like Sean Murphy here versus Kevin Gausman. Okay, who do we have at the second base position? I like Hanser Alberto with a 65% batting advantage over Patrick Corbin. Hanser Alberto bats 36% better versus lefty pitchers, and Patrick Corbin throws his worst ball by far to righty batters, 29% worse than his other pitches, giving up a .715 OPS versus righties. Hanser Alberto is 4 for 6, batting a .667 batting average and a 1.5 OPS versus Corbin. He's $3,100 FanDuel salary and $1,100 more on DraftKings. So I like Hanser Alberto here versus Patrick Corbin. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the third base position. I like Manny Machado with a 62% batting advantage over Alex Young. Manny Machado bats 34% better versus lefty pitchers. He's batting a 1.089 OPS versus lefties. And Alex Young pitches his worst ball to righty batters, 27% worse than his other pitches, giving up a .771 OPS versus righties. Now, Manny Machado is 0 for 2 here versus Young, but it's a small sample size, and these are great splits. He's $3,600 FanDuel salary and $1,000 more on DraftKings. So I like Manny Machado here versus Alex Young. Okay, let's take a look at the shortstop position. You're going to have to pay up for this pick, but I just think this one is going to be worth it. I like Fernando Tatis Jr. with a 57% batting advantage over that same pitcher, Alex Young. Fernando Tatis Jr. bats 30% better versus lefty pitchers. He's batting a 1.262 OPS versus lefties. And we know Alex Young throws his worst ball versus righty batters, 27% worse than his other pitches, giving up a .771 OPS versus righties. Tatis is 0 for 1 versus Young, super small sample size. I think he's due for a hit tonight. He's $4,500 FanDuel salary and $1,100 more on DraftKings. So I like Fernando Tatis Jr. here versus Alex Young. Okay, moving on to the outfield position. I like JD Martinez with a 57% batting advantage over James Paxton. JD Martinez bats 43% better versus lefty pitchers. He's batting a 1.381 OPS versus lefties. And James Paxton throws his worst ball versus righty batters, 14% worse than his other pitches, giving up a .776 OPS versus righties. I like this pick because JD Martinez is 8 for 19 with a .421 batting average and a 1.423 OPS versus Paxton. He's got 2 doubles, 1 triple, and 2 home runs in there. He's $3,600 FanDuel salary and $1,100 more on DraftKings. So I like JD Martinez here versus James Paxton.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this MLB slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.